What's up guys, Justin here with the RealTimeEssentials.com, back with another Unity Asset Store sale video for you. So as a lot of you know, the Black Friday sale on the Unity Asset Store is now live, and there's a lot of interesting things going on. So let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, so the Unity Asset Store Black Friday sale is live, and you can see on the website that there's a lot going on here. So there's really two different kinds of deals that are going on in the Black Friday sale. Notice how you've got this little pop down up here that gives you the way to look at either one of them. So first off, there are a number of assets that are going to be 50% off for the duration of the sale. So you can find those by clicking on this button right here for Shop 50% off. We'll come back to those in a second because there's a lot of interesting stuff that I'm really interested in that we can kind of go through. But if you scroll down, there's also some interesting stuff down below where they've got these lightning deals. And so what the lightning deals are is the lightning deals are deals that have a limited quantity associated with them that are temporarily on sale. And so the ones that are listed on this page have already gone live. There's a limited number of copies of these assets available at certain discounted rates. And so we'll go ahead and click on this See More button. And so if you look down here, notice how some of these are currently at different percentages off, right? So like for example, Dungeon Architect is now 70% off. But if you scroll down, some of these don't have a percentage on them yet. Well, they do have a percentage, but there's also a timer. And so basically what the timer indicates is that these are going to be on lightning sale in this one, for example, an hour and 58 minutes. And so the way that this works is I think there's 20 licenses that are going to be available at 90% off. And so after those first 20 are sold, then there's a certain number of licenses that are going to be available at 80% off. So I think there's like 50 of them that'll be available at 80% off. And then there will be 400 licenses available at 70% off. And so basically what that means is you need to get in there really quick if there's something that you want in order to get that highest discount. And so I've seen the 20s seem to be going really fast. The 50s go pretty fast. And then in the 400s, it kind of depends, right? You can kind of see how many of those are left. So again, I keep coming back to Dungeon Architect because that's a great tool. We're going to talk about that more on the channel coming pretty soon. But those are going to be the lightning deals. And so you can see, I think they've basically got the ones up to like 1 day out listed on here for what they're going to be. So you can see how there's a number of great deals coming up there. So that's going to be the lightning deals. And then in addition to the lightning deals, they also have their 50% off asset sale. So the 50% off asset sale is basically exactly what it sounds like. For the duration of the sale, these are going to be 50% off. So you can see how there's some really great tools in here that are going to be on sale. I'm going to be making tutorials about a bunch of these, partially because they're fun and partially just in case you do get these, then I can help you learn how to use them. If you're interested in them, then I can give you kind of an idea of what they do, what they don't do, things like that. So we're definitely going to be getting into these more in depth. So if there's something you'd like me to cover on the channel, let me know. If it's something that I have a copy of, I can definitely do that. If it's something that I may not have a copy of, I am going to be picking up some assets. So if there's a ton of interest in something, then I might take a look at it. But I did want to highlight some of the cool stuff that is currently on sale inside of the 50% off sale. And notice you can get to this by going to the RealTimeEssentials.com/Black Friday. So one of the ones I'm definitely going to be checking out is the Amplify shader editor. So this shader editor tool is a tool that's definitely designed to help you create those nicer shaders and effects inside of Unity. So it's a tool set for that. I've seen a bunch from them on Twitter. I'm really excited to get more in depth with this one. So there's a ton of different tools in here for different things that you can do with shaders. So that's definitely one we're going to be checking out on the channel. Rayfire for Unity also looks really interesting. So this one is basically like a shattering or demolishing add-on for Unity. What it does is it basically allows you to break objects up into different pieces like this. That's going to give you the ability to break them inside of your games. And so notice how this tool is basically designed for all those different actions that might come with breaking different things, right? So things like dust and debris, things like demolition by shooting, little objects, breaking these up, things like that. So this one looks really interesting to me. I may be checking this out. I haven't 100% decided on this one yet, so let me know down below if that's something you're interested in. So the Vegetation Engine is a collection of tools designed to basically help you work with different vegetation assets, and adds things like wind motion, seasons, wetness, all those different things. So a collection of different tools for that. This one looks really interesting to me. I think it was a runner-up in the 2020 Unity Awards. So this is definitely one that I'm interested in checking out. That one is available for 50% off right now. I guess all of these will be 50% off unless they're part of a lightning sale. So CityGen 3D, this is one coming from like an architecture and construction background, is really interesting to me. Basically what it does is it takes that OpenStreetMap data, it brings it in, and it allows you to create a city from that data. So basically what you do is you pick a location like this, then you bring that location in to Unity, and then it gives you the ability to create things like buildings, and I think it does roads and some other stuff like that using that actual real world data. So you can actually use this to create buildings based on, or cities based on real world information. So Lordenfel, the Castles and Dungeons RPG pack, is a highly detailed environment pack designed for building castles and fortresses, other things like that. So it's going to come with a number of different like preset parts and pieces, as well as like rocks and vegetation. So you can use those to create these like castle and dungeony feeling things. One of the cool things about this that I would like to look into a little bit more is it looks like it's going to interact with Dungeon and Dungeon Architect, which we've talked about a little bit on the channel. We may be talking about that a little bit more. So I'm really interested to see kind of how those parts and pieces come together. So this one definitely looks really interesting if you are going to create those like castles and dungeon scenes. So Gaia Pro is one that's been on my list for a while. I think there's also another Gaia that's a little bit less expensive. So there's another version of that, but basically this is a world and level generation system, and obviously like this one's kind of a bigger name. So this one again is one that's been on my list for a while. It's a terrain and world generation tool that really helps you create those different worlds from an exterior standpoint. So you can see how it's got a number of different assets, it's got a number of different tools contained inside of it. So just a lot of stuff contained inside of this one. This is one I'm really interested to take a look at. So this is probably one of the ones at the top of my list. It is obviously a higher end tool, but I mean at the same time it's also one of the ones that everyone seems to be happy with from a reviews standpoint, and I'm really interested to check it out. So this easy build system looks really interesting to me. It basically allows you to build different parts and pieces in Unity in real time, so adding things like floors and walls and other things like that. You can see how it's got this kind of like interesting snap system contained inside of it. You can use it inside of VR. So this one is just interesting to me because of the real-time nature of it. So plus it's fairly inexpensive considering compared to a lot of the other assets on the store. So this one looks really interesting to me as well. So that's the Easy Build System by ADS Studio. So and then UModeler is a tool that's basically designed to let you edit and work with your 3D geometry directly inside of Unity. So giving you the ability to basically model inside of the tool. So instead of you having to go into like Blender or something like that, this gives you the ability to adjust those different meshes. So if you don't like modeling in external tools, this tool set could give you the ability to actually create this stuff inside of Unity. So definitely interesting if you like to do your modeling directly inside of the program. All right, so there's a ton of other assets that are on sale. Definitely go check this out at the realtimeessentials.com/Unity Black Friday. Go through this and see what you're interested in. All right, so that's from this video. Let me know in the comments down below what assets you'd like me to cover as a part of this sale. So I'm going to be covering a lot of these anyway, so if there's something you're interested in, just ask and it may be something that I can get to. So again, you can check out the sale by going to the realtimeessentials.com/Unity Black Friday. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.